trying to satisfy her. Need to be careful with the company you keep. See, instead of her encouraging him in a positive way, she was constantly bringing him down. She was constantly undergirding him, poking fun at him. The Bible tells us she mocked him, and she constantly tried to reach in there and find out his most valuable things. His promise from God. We need to be careful and guard ourselves that we're not around others that are constantly pressing in and trying to take our most precious things from us, which is God.
That's right. Yes.
Be careful who you hang around.
Amen.
See, Mama used to say, watch the company you keep.
Yeah.
She meant it for a reason. Amen. Because we got to be careful. He gave in. He told her, it's my hair. It's my locks. If my hair would ever be cut, I'd lose my strength. Well, she sweet-talked him to sleep, had a man sneak in, and they shaved his head. Then they put out his eyes. Then they put him in chains. And they drug him down to this prison mill and put him on this thing that went in circles to grind stone. They put him in chains. He went around and around and around. I imagine those were lonely days. I imagine those were hard days. People coming, mocking him, making fun of him, hollering at him, where's your God now, Samson? Saying to him, hey, you're the strong man now. You're blind, you're defeated, you're down, and you're out. And I believe as he went around that mill, he said, Lord, I'm so sorry. You gave me so much and I blew it. I'm so sorry. He spent some time talking to God as he went around that mill in circles. He spent some time reflecting and regretting. And I'm saying, haven't we all done things we've regretted? Haven't we all walked around a millstone going, why did I do it? How did I get tricked into this? Help me, Lord, now. We've all been guilty of it. Judges 16:25. This is when he's going around this mill. This is the Philistines. While they were in high spirits, they shouted, bring us out Samson to entertain us. So they called Samson out of the prison, and he performed for them when they stood among the pillars. Now the temple was completely filled with people. All of the Philistine rulers were there, and there was about 3,000 men and women on the roof who were watching Samson amuse them. This was Samson's day of humiliation. It couldn't be any worse that morning than when they come and got him, and all the Philistines are making fun of him. He's blind. He's helpless. He's alone. These people were cruel. You have to be cruel if you put someone's eyes out and tie them to a millstone. These were cruel and unusual and vile people. I can only imagine the torture he endured that day. I can't even imagine how he was mocked and laughed at and persecuted. He was made weak. He was made weak. But something happened as he went around that stone. Something happened as he walked around that. He talked to God. He was repenting. And his hair was growing back. Amen. His hair was growing back.
Yes. Hallelujah.
As he stood there in this arena, he prayed out, "Oh, sovereign Lord, remember me. Oh, God, please strengthen me just one more time. And let me with one blow get revenge on these Philistines who put out my eyes."
Yes.
Then Samson reached towards the two pillars that stood in this temple. He put one hand here and one hand there. And this is what he said. "Let me die with these Philistines." Then he pushed with all his might. Down came the temple. on the rulers and the people in it. He killed more in that moment than he did his whole life.
Wow.
God honored that prayer. That day started out horrible, but that day ended